You've had those nights. You lie in bed, eyes shut, body still, mind whispering, "Sleep, please." But the more you try, the further it slips away. Minutes become hours, and frustration builds like static in your chest. The clock's glow feels like a quiet accusation, reminding you how much rest you've already lost. It's strange, isn't it? Sleep is supposed to come when we need it most, yet the harder we chase it, the faster it runs. This is the paradox of sleep, and it tells us something deeper about the way our minds work. Imagine Anna. She's had a long, exhausting day, meetings, deadlines, endless scrolling between tasks. By night, all she wants is rest. She switches off the lights, sets her phone aside, and tells herself, "Okay, time to sleep." But her brain doesn't agree. Her thoughts start pacing. Did she reply to that message? What if she forgets tomorrow's presentation? She tries deep breathing, then counting, then adjusting her pillow for the 10th time. Nothing. And the irony, the more she tries to sleep, the more awake she feels. It's as if her very effort, her desire for rest, has become the enemy of rest itself. If you've ever lived through a night like Anna's, you already understand the psychology of the sleep paradox. The more we force the mind to stop, the more it resists. Psychologists call this the ironic process theory. It's the same reason why, when you tell yourself, "Don't think of a pink elephant," that's the first image that floods your mind. When we consciously try not to do something, our brain sends a subtle monitoring signal, checking over and over to make sure we're succeeding. Ironically, that very checking keeps the unwanted thought alive. When we say, "I must sleep now," the mind begins scanning for signs of wakefulness. Am I relaxed enough? Did my eyes just twitch? And each check, each moment of self-observation, triggers alertness. The brain enters a feedback loop of vigilance, not rest. Sleep, unlike most goals, can't be achieved through direct effort. You can't command yourself into unconsciousness, only allow it to happen. It's like trying to float by tensing every muscle. The more you try, the more you sink. From a medical lens, sleep isn't a passive event. It's a delicate balance between arousal and relaxation systems in the brain. When you try to sleep, your sympathetic nervous system, the body's fight or flight response, stays active. Your heart rate stays slightly elevated. Cortisol, the stress hormone, lingers in your bloodstream. Your muscles remain tense, your mind alert. But genuine sleep requires dominance of the parasympathetic system, the rest and digest network, that lowers heart rate, eases breathing, and cools the body. You can't switch it on by willpower. You can only create conditions where it emerges naturally. That's why behaviors like dimming the lights, turning off your phone, shutting out noise, or even stepping away from screens for a while make such a difference. They tell the body that night has arrived, that it's safe to rest. Every small cue lowers the brain's guard, slows the pulse, and reminds the nervous system that it no longer needs to stay alert. The brain then releases melatonin, temperature drops, and consciousness drifts. Sleep isn't a command, it's an invitation. And these quiet rituals are how the body accepts it. Ironically, trying to sleep fast communicates the opposite message to the body. We're under pressure. And the body, obedient to that signal, stays awake, ready to fight, not rest.
The philosopher Alan Watts once said, "Trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth." The same could be said of sleep. It's something that happens when we stop trying to make it happen. Sleep belongs to the realm of surrender, like trust, love, or peace of mind. They cannot be manufactured by force. They unfold in the absence of resistance. In Eastern philosophy, this is known as Wu Wei, effortless action. It teaches that sometimes doing nothing is the most intelligent form of doing. When the mind stops grasping, balance returns. When the heart stops demanding, it opens. And when the body stops chasing rest, sleep quietly enters, uninvited but deeply welcome. The paradox of sleep, then, mirrors a larger truth. The more we demand control, the more we lose it. Peace is not a conquest, it's a letting go. We live in a world obsessed with optimization. Trackers, routines, apps that monitor every breath of the night. And yet, sleep, a fundamental rhythm of life, remains one of the few things we can't force. Sometimes the best way to sleep is to forget about sleeping altogether, to shift the goal from "I must sleep" to "I will rest," to let go of the stopwatch in your mind and simply lie there, breathing, feeling, allowing. Maybe that's why people fall asleep easily on buses, during movies, or when reading. They're not trying to perform rest, they're simply being. There's a quiet lesson here, hidden in the folds of every sleepless night. Life often gives us what we seek only after we stop chasing it so hard. So tonight, if your mind refuses to switch off, don't fight it. Don't bargain. Don't count the hours left before dawn. Instead, listen. Let the thoughts wander until they lose their edge. Feel the weight of your body pressing gently into the bed. Let the silence hum softly around you, because sleep, like peace, doesn't arrive through effort. It arrives through trust. And when you stop trying to fall asleep fast, you might just drift into it effortlessly, as if your mind had been waiting all along for you to let go.